Forget comic books. The most unbelievable superpowers on this planet belong to real animals. We're talking creatures that can survive in outer space, punch harder than a bullet, and even cheat death itself. Science can barely explain how they do it, but nature figured it out millions of years ago. These are the 10 animals with real superpowers that will change the way you see the world forever. Number 10 will shock you, but number 1 will haunt you. At number 10, meet the mantis shrimp, a creature that looks like it was designed by someone who wanted to make nature angry. This tiny animal, barely the size of your hand, can throw a punch at over 80 kilometers per hour. That is faster than a .22 caliber bullet leaving a gun barrel. The impact is so violent, it creates a shockwave of bubbles in the water, called cavitation. And when those bubbles collapse, they release a flash of heat nearly as hot as the surface of the sun. But wait, it gets stranger. The mantis shrimp sees the world with 16 types of color receptors. Humans have only 3. It can detect types of light that no other creature on Earth can perceive. This thing doesn't just have one superpower, it has at least 2. And it lives on a coral reef that most people have never heard of. At number 9, the mimic octopus doesn't just change its color, it changes its entire identity. This incredible creature, found in the shallow waters of Southeast Asia, can physically reshape its body to imitate more than 15 different dangerous animals, including lionfish, flatfish, and sea snakes. It doesn't mimic randomly. Scientists believe the octopus actually chooses which predator to impersonate based on which predators are nearby. That requires recognition, memory, and decision-making that we still don't fully understand. No other animal on Earth has been documented doing this. The mimic octopus is quite literally a shapeshifter and a genius. Number 8. What if you could dive from the sky at 389 kilometers per hour and still hit your target with perfect precision? That is the reality for the Peregrine falcon, the fastest animal on the planet. To survive this speed, its eyes have evolved a special filter, a layer of oil droplets that reduce glare and allow it to track moving prey during the dive. Its nostrils contain tiny baffles that control airflow, preventing it from passing out under extreme pressure. It is, in the truest sense, a living fighter jet, perfected over millions of years of evolution. At number 7, the electric eel is not just an eel that shocks things, it is a biological weapon of extraordinary power. This creature can generate up to 860 volts of electricity, enough to knock down a horse. And recent research has revealed something even more terrifying. It uses short-range electric pulses to remotely hijack its prey's nervous system. In other words, the eel can force your muscles to spasm and freeze without even touching you. It doesn't hunt. It remote controls its victims first. Scientists only discovered this ability in 2017. We are still learning what it can do. At number 6, we have the Axolotl, a Mexican salamander that never truly grows up and never truly dies from injury. Lose a limb? It grows back. Lose part of its heart? Regenerated. Part of its brain? Rebuilt. Fully functional within weeks. This is not science fiction. This is documented biology that has had medical researchers fascinated for decades. The axolotl does not scar. It simply rebuilds. Scientists are actively studying its DNA, trying to unlock the secret of regeneration for human medicine. So far, its genetic code has proven to be the largest genome ever sequenced, 10 times larger than our own. It is hiding secrets we haven't even found yet. Number 5. Imagine navigating complete darkness at full speed, detecting objects down to the width of a human hair, and tracking 20 different prey animals simultaneously. Bats do this using echolocation, biological sonar so precise it would make military engineers jealous. Some species emit ultrasonic calls over 130 decibels. That is louder than a rock concert and completely beyond human hearing. They process the returning echoes in real time, building a three-dimensional map of their environment in milliseconds. No radar system humans have ever built comes close to matching the accuracy of a bat's brain. At number 4, the lyrebird of Australia has a power that sounds impossible until you hear it. This bird can perfectly reproduce any sound it encounters, including chainsaws, camera shutters, car alarms, and the calls of every other bird in the forest. But here is what makes it truly extraordinary. Male lyrebirds use this ability to create elaborate, ever-changing songs that are unique to each individual bird. No two songs are ever the same. They improvise, remix, and perform in real time. They are the world's first musicians, and they have been performing for millions of years before humans discovered music. Number 3. Something smaller than your finger that is louder than a gunshot. The pistol shrimp snaps its oversized claw so fast it creates a cavitation bubble, the same phenomenon as the mantis shrimp's punch. But this bubble reaches temperatures of 8,000 degrees Kelvin. That is hotter than the surface of the sun. The resulting shockwave stuns or kills prey instantly, and the snap is so loud, over 218 decibels, that submarines have used schools of pistol shrimp as acoustic cover to hide from sonar detection during wartime. A tiny shrimp, a military weapon, perfect as nature intended. Number 2. This is the one that keeps scientists up at night. Turritopsis dohrnii, the immortal jellyfish, is the only known animal capable of completely reversing its own aging process. When threatened, starved, or injured, it transforms its cells back to their earliest state, like rewinding biological time, and starts its life cycle over again, completely from scratch. In theory, it can do this forever, infinitely. It is the only animal on Earth that has potentially solved the problem of death. Researchers studying its genome believe it holds the key to understanding cellular aging and possibly, one day, human immortality. The smallest creature in the ocean may hold the biggest secret in the history of life on Earth. And at number 1, the tardigrade, also called the water bear. 0.5 millimeter long, completely invisible to the naked eye, and utterly, impossibly indestructible. Tardigrades survive boiling water. They survive freezing temperatures near absolute zero. They survived radiation doses 1,000 times lethal to humans. They can withstand pressures 6 times deeper than the deepest ocean trench. They have survived all 5 of Earth's mass extinction events. But the most extraordinary thing? They have survived outer space. exposed to the vacuum of space in a 2007 ESA experiment, without a suit, without oxygen, tardigrades survived 10 days in the void. These microscopic animals have been on this planet for 500 million years, and they will almost certainly outlive every creature alive today, including us.
Nature is not just beautiful. It is extraordinary in ways we are only beginning to understand. Every one of these animals existed long before human civilization. Some will exist long after it. And every day, scientists are discovering new abilities, new behaviors, new powers in creatures we have barely studied. Which one shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if this video made you look at nature differently, subscribe to InfoWild. New episodes every week. The wild world is waiting.